Portliner Kobe Airport Station is located on Airport Island in Chuo Ward, Kobe City. It is the terminal station of the Portliner Airport line, which starts at Sannomiya. It takes 18 minutes to get to Sannomiya. If you take the city loop bus to Sannomiya, it takes 22 minutes. The Portliner is a little faster, has better scenery, and is more fun. The Bay Shuttle is a high-speed ferry that connects to Kansai Airport in 30 minutes. There is a free shuttle bus that runs between the airport terminal and the Bay Shuttle platform, but it's only about a 5-minute walk. A sub-terminal is currently under construction in preparation for the launch of international flights. Kobe Airport opened on February 16, 2006. This station opened 2 weeks earlier on February 2, 2006. The 3 stations were established as an extension of Shimin Hiroba Station on the Portliner, which had been in operation since 1981. This station is directly connected to the passenger terminal, and of the 3 nearby airports, Kansai, Itami, and Kobe, it has the best access to the city center. Kansai Airport is connected to Umeda and Nanbu by the Haruka Limited Express and the Nankai Rapido Limited Express, but it is still a bit far away and takes a long time. Itami Airport has an Osaka monorail station, but you'll definitely need to transfer at least once to get to Umeda. Kobe Airport is also the closest to a Shinkansen station. If you take a direct bus, it takes 22 minutes to Shinkobe Station. The ticket gates at this station are on the 2nd floor. You will need to go up 1 floor from the arrival lobby on the 1st floor, but it is convenient to use the escalators and elevators in the terminal building. Kobe Airport is currently hotter than ever. Last year, the number of users in 2023 reached a record high of 3.43 million. International flights are scheduled to be launched in the future, and it is expected to become even more exciting. Looking back at the history of Kobe Airport, it has not been a straightforward one. Osaka Itami Airport was responsible for the role of an international airport in Kansai, but since it was in the city center and had limited runways and noise issues, the construction of a new airport was desired. In 1969, the Ministry of Transport at the time announced plans for a new international airport to replace Itami, and the most likely locations was off the coast of Kobe. Kobe has flourished as an international port since ancient times, welcoming people from overseas. So the idea of building an international airport, there was a very natural idea. However, at the time, there was a lot of interest in pollution issues, and there was strong opposition to the very existing of an airport. The Kobe City Council also passed a resolution opposing the airport, and Mayor Miyazaki, who was opposed to an airport, was elected. As a result, the plan to build an airport off the coast of Kobe was scrapped, and it was decided that the new airport would be built off the coast of Senshu. However, in the 1980s, social attitude toward airports changed, and voices grew louder in the area around Itami Airport for the airport to remain open, and in Kobe for a new airport to be built off the coast of Kobe. The Kobe City Council adopted a resolution to change the opposition to the construction of an airport, and Mayor Miyazaki even petitioned the Ministry of Transport for its construction. However, the decision was not overturned. When Kansai International Airport opened off the coast of Senshu in 1994, Kobe could only watch with its fingers crossed. Looking back, this was a bitter blow to Kobe's economy. If the people of Kobe had not been swayed by social trends and elected a mayor with opposing views, Kansai Airport would have been located off the coast of Kobe from the start. Looking west from the platform on the third floor, you can see the Akashi Kaikyo Bridge far beyond the car stop. It's quite moving, isn't it? The airport plan of the coast of Kobe continued at the administrative level, and it was decided to build it as a small regional airport for domestic flights. However, the citizens of Kobe were not very enthusiastic about it, and even just before the airport opened in 2006, there was a lack of interest and opposition movements. I remember the situation at the time, and I remember that many people in street interviews on TV said it was unnecessary. In fact, even after the airport opened, it continued to run at a loss, and having 3 airports in such a small area was treated as a symbol of waste. In those days, there were no words like inbound or LCCs. Even if there were people who traveled abroad, there were almost no tourists from overseas coming to Japan, and it seems that JAL and ANA were expensive and not used much, even domestically. But times change. People began flocking to Japan from overseas, and Kansai Airport began operating a second runway, resulting in a rapid increase in the number of passengers. Recently, the decision was made to internationalize Kobe Airport. I think Kobe will eventually become the main international airport in Kansai. The runway can be extended and it can operate 24 hours a day. It was a long way around, but when you think about Kobe's history, an international airport is like a destiny. I sent an email to the city of Kobe saying that we should branch off from JR Nara Station and run a subway at that time. I got a reply saying that I should talk to JR